Jay here, Saturday, April 4th, and I just wanted to give a quick update on the S&P 500 because I think we're at a really interesting point here. So we're looking at a weekly chart of the SPY ETF. I like to trade on these larger time frames, but as you can see, since February we've really collapsed before getting a bit of a bounce. And on these longer time frames, when price is moving so quickly, I think you can get a lot of helpful context by zooming in. So, although we're kind of bouncing in a downtrend here, when you zoom into the daily chart, you can get a little bit more context on what's happening, right? So since February, we've really essentially collapsed before bouncing into the end of March. And then last week, we've pulled back here. And we're in a bit of a trading range these last couple days. Bulls will be hoping for a higher low. Bears may say this is just one step before we retest the lows or go lower. In these kind of cases, when we're trying to determine if we're in a new trading range or what's going on, I find that the volume by price overlays can be helpful. So you can see that this sort of trading range that we're in here is quite a bit higher volume than the pocket above it and the pocket below. So this might just imply that we have a little bit more chopping around to do in here. There's a lot of buyers and sellers kind of hashing it out. The other thing that I think is kind of interesting, and this little more accurately shown on the 30-minute intraday chart here is, again, you can see, we're in this high volume range right now, and in particular, really chopping around the last couple days between sort of 252 and 245. Now, one of the great things that TrendSpider allows is this multi-time frame analysis. So we can click this button, and then even though we're looking at the 30-minute chart, we can add indicators from other time frames. So here I'll add in some daily chart indicators, and these dashed lines are actually daily chart indicators shown on this 30-minute view. So this dashed green line is a Donchian channel showing a 9-day high, and this is a 5-day high, and then same here, this is a 5-day low, and this is the 9-day low as well here. So you can see that the price has rallied up to these multi-day highs, and then it faded back off. And this dashed red line here is actually the 20-day moving average, again, plotted on the 30-minute chart. So you can see, off the low, we rallied up. I was looking quite good into the end of the month, but bulls were unable to overcome this, 263 level, which was a 10-day and 5-day high, and also the 20-day moving average. And then we saw some resistance there. And, bears weren't really able to seize the initiative either. They struggled up against this 5-day low. So, we're seeing volatility contract a little bit here. And, we're kind of stuck in this high volume range. And I expect looking into next week, that's what we'll be watching is, can bulls or bears kind of break above this high volume pocket? And if so, we might see a pronounced move in either direction. So these are the range I'm going to be watching. And in particular, I'll be looking for new 5 or 10-day highs or lows, but doing so in the context of this 30-minute chart, just because it's a little bit easier to kind of visualize and understand how the price structure is forming as compared to just looking at a weekly chart, which is what I base most of my trades off. But you can see price is really just kind of whipsawing around here. So I just wanted to share that as, if you're struggling to make sense of the big picture, sometimes zooming in can help provide that useful context. And with TrendSpider, this multi-time frame analysis can really help show you how lows and highs on different time frames might be influencing what's happening. So if you are like a day trader, for instance, or trading intraday, watching, being aware of these kind of key levels can really help you gauge your expectations, and might make you feel comfortable either buying the dip or selling the rip, or waiting for the strength of a breakout, or kind of anticipating where you might run into some support. So I hope this is helpful. And looking ahead into next week, these are the ranges that I'm going to be watching on the S&P 500. And in times of high volatility, markets tend to correlate. Stocks move together in groups. So my suspicion is, depending which way we break here, that'll be, indicative of whether breakouts in underlying stocks will hold and keep running and trending higher, or if we're going to see more lower prices up next. So hope you found this helpful, and definitely recommend checking out TrendSpider if you haven't already, because I think this is quite a unique feature that adds value to my daily process. Thanks for watching.